Alright, so this is week 2 in San Ramon, Costa Rica, study abroad USAC. Just to pick up where I left off in the last video, I think I left off on Friday. I'm actually doing this video on a Wednesday because I will be traveling to Uvita, Costa Rica tomorrow morning and throughout the weekend, so I won't have time to make the video, so I'm just going to do it now. But picking up from the last video, Friday, everyone in the program was required to go to San Jose, Costa Rica, which is the capital city. There we had to get student IDs at the main UCR campus there in San Jose. Took a really long bus ride. Traffic in San Jose is pretty insane. But once we got our student IDs, we were able to explore the city a little bit. I tried Costa Rican McDonald's for the first time, which was really interesting. They had a really interesting menu. And from there, we had to all go to the U.S. Embassy to renew our visas, get fingerprinted, and basically just set in stone that we were going to be here for longer than 3 months. Which is what the tourist visa is set for most people. After Friday, Saturday morning, we all went to a place called Las Musas here in San Ramon. It's a water park kind of deal. It was really interesting. They had like a pool with a water slide. You paid like 3,000 colones to enter the park. And they also had a really nice waterfall with surrounding trails that you could hike around. So me and all my friends, we were able to swim the waterfall. We were able to take really cool pictures and videos, go hiking, go down the water slide, all kind of fun stuff. There we met some more locals who we befriended. And after Sunday morning, with the locals we met, me and 5 other friends went on a hike with them. It was in San Ramon. It was approximately a 15-mile round trip hike to a waterfall located on a piece of private property that the Ticos who brought us there knew. They knew the guy who owned the property, so we hiked there. It was about 7.5 miles there. We paid him to go on his property. He had trails cut through the cloud forest here in San Ramon that led to a really beautiful waterfall. It was probably the best hike of my life so far. Just gorgeous scenery, gorgeous wildlife that we were able to see. We were able to see a couple snakes, birds, reptiles. The cloud forest itself is really beautiful, and it was well worth the long trek there. So there we swam around, hiked around a little bit. I'll include some pictures at the end of this video, and then we had to hike 7.5 miles out, which was really grueling. It was pretty rough. It was up and down the whole way. So we were going up elevations, down elevations. It was really muddy and rainy, which caused for slips and falls, and everybody got pretty dirty by the end of it, but well worth it. We started at like 7 a.m. and came back to San Ramon by around 3. We took a public bus to return to San Ramon. It was my first experience on a bus, which was fine. The bus was okay, relatively clean. That drove us into San Ramon. Rest of that day, I just chilled out. Was extremely tired. All my muscles were aching, all that good stuff. And then Monday, we picked back up with class. Plant taxonomy at 8 a.m. and the rest of that day, came home. Not too much happened. Went throughout the festivals, hit a couple bars, just the usual nightcaps. And on Tuesday, which was yesterday, I received word that a lot of kids are trying to go to Peru for the fall break that we have coming up in October. I was originally signed up to go to the Panama tour, which was a tour based through the school. But I think I'm going to get a refund, and I've already been planning on using that money to go to Peru, fly from here to Cusco, Peru, and from there do a little trek to Machu Picchu, see what that's all about. It's a bucket list place for me. I've always wanted to go there for years and years. Really beautiful place, really, really great culture, really, it's one of the 7 wonders of the world. So pretty sure I'm going to use my refund money to go there in October when we have a week off. So I started planning that trip as of yesterday. I'm going to try and buy tickets and finalize everything either today or within the coming week once I get word of when I'll get my money back. So that was yesterday, and then I also started to plan a trip to Vita, which is on the coast. Apparently they have great whale watching there, and it's the peak season for whales right now to be seen. Like I said, beaches, great wildlife. Manuel Antonio, which is a really famous national park, is really close to there, so I'm going to try and visit that. And we're going to leave tomorrow morning and stay through Sunday just in hostels and whatnot. So that'll be this coming weekend. I'll talk about what happened in the next video with all of that. As for my day today, I had class at 8 a.m. with tropical ecology, just got done with that, and I'm fixing to eat lunch with my host mom. And I actually think lunch is ready, so I'm going to end this video now, and I'll add some pictures at the end later on and pick up next week with everything that went down with the coming week. So adios.